Welcome back to another weekly grocery haul. I did stock up on syrup, so that's for way more than a week, but for the rest, my nephew's here with me. He gives thumbs up to say hello. We'll start with the produce as always. I got some cilantro true bunches. One bunch I'm going to use for some salsa, one bunch I'm going to use for some lime cilantro rice. Then I got some Little Gem lettuce. I'm going to use some for some lettuce wraps. I'm going to use some for some tacos, and I'll probably have some left over from next week as well. I have some onions because I'm almost out of onions. And then I did pick up these small pearl onions, small onions. I still have some, but I don't see them very often, so I picked some up just to have them. Then I got some new potatoes to roast on Friday with some Brussels sprouts, because I still have some Brussels sprouts left over from last week that I need to use up. Then I got some regular potatoes to cut into wedges for tomorrow for some potato wedges from the air fryer. Then I got a bunch of peppers. I'm gonna roast 2 peppers to put on some falafel wraps. I'm gonna use some for a salsa. I'm gonna use some with some sauerkraut, maybe with some my Brussels sprouts as well. So I just picked up a bunch. Chilies for a lot of the same things, and I always need chilies. Cucumber, I'm gonna use them for my sandwiches, for my salsa, etc. Then apples, that's my snacks for the week mainly. And I think that's all the produce. That came down to €16.15. Then we have some meat and dairy. I got some eggs because I used up the last yesterday when I made my grain bowl. So I had some fried egg with that. So I needed some because also Monday, Meatless Monday, I'm gonna do like an omelet or frittata or something along those lines. So I need some eggs for that. Then for dinner tonight, my nephew wanted some toasties or ham and cheese grilled, but he wanted his with salami, so I got salami for him, ham for myself, and then some slices of cheddar cheese to go on that. And then for lunch tomorrow, I got some chicken breast. Then I also picked up some bacon. I'm going to use that with some sauerkraut, at least one portion of it, and the rest I'll just save for another time. I got some chorizo, the Spanish kind, not the Mexican kind. Mexican style chorizo is raw. This is dried, so it's like a salami. I'm going to use that with some vegetables like peppers, onions, etc., chilies, and with some orzo. So, then some sausages for tomorrow with my sauerkraut, and then one meal later in the week with some coleslaw, because I still have a whole bunch of what's it called, cabbage that I need to use up. So, and carrots that I need to use up. So, and then I have some ground chicken. I got 2 packs. They're only 300 grams each, so not a lot, but I'm not going to use them this week. They're going to go in the freezer. I'll probably use some of it next week for some burgers, but not this week. It's just going to go in the freezer. So all the meat and dairy came to €26.13, and then we have everything else. I have some bread, some brown bread to go with the toasties tonight, and also my lunch tomorrow with the chicken breasts. And then I have some frozen fish. So one is fish burgers, and the other is just some breaded fish for fish and chips. I'm not going to use that this week, but I think I'm going to do some fish and chips next week. But it was on sale this week, buy one, get one free, so it's stocked up. So it's just going to go in the freezer. My 1 bag of chips for the week. So I got the wavy chips, the paprika flavor, which is one of the most favorite flavors in the country. The paprika. And then 2 bars of chocolate, a dime, and my nephew picked out the bubbly. So, and then I have a whole bunch of syrup. If you watch my videos before, you know this is my drink of choice, sugar-free syrup. You add water, and this will last me a couple of weeks probably. So it was on sale at 2 different places. So the big containers were €6 a piece, and the half size were $2.99 a piece. So I just got a bunch of different flavors. So that'll have me set for the next couple of weeks. And all of that came to 35 euros and 94 cents, 27 euros of which was just the syrups. And the grand total for this week is 78 euros and 22 cents, or converted into US dollars, that is $90.71. Now, if you like this kind of content, I do this every single Saturday. And if you would like to see how I get all my groceries, usually by bicycle here in the Netherlands, I post a video like that about once a month, though the one I posted last week was us walking because it was icy out, so we didn't want to ride our bike. And if you want to see what I do with all of this, every Sunday I do a Sunday prep day video where I'm going to cut all my vegetables and I make things that take a little bit longer. So tomorrow I'm going to make my salsa, I'm going to make some carnitas to have in several meals, I'm going to make my coleslaw, things like that. So, and if you'd like to see what I ultimately eat, check out my Instagram, which is linked below, where I post every single meal, or check out the video that I post about once a month on here, where I show you a whole week of everything I eat in a day. So if that all sounds good to you, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Until next time, bye for now.